Yeah, it's warm, isn't it?
Well, a very good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Radlett. Middlesex Women taking on Warwickshire. News of the toss is Warwickshire have won it. And as you can see, they have elected to field firsts here in Hertfordshire. Big match up in the County Cup, and it will be Taylor to open things up. Bowling from the Saltersfield end. Off the mark with a boundary, short and wide and punished. Apologies for one or two technicals to begin there, but hopefully clear of them now. Oh, leg sides. Peel goes up. There was a little bit of shape late, but not doing anywhere near enough. The line was leg side to begin. Just straightened slightly, but too far down the leg side to begin. That's a beaut, just outside off and through to the keeper it goes. Better eased away into the offside. That short wide one to start up from Taylor, a little bit of a loosener, but Downer quite rightly getting a feel of the pitch as well. It looked as though there might have been, whether it was a little bit of late swing or whether it was seam that just adjusted that line for the first ball. We'll keep an eye on it, but as you can see, cloudy day here, but the temperatures are absolutely soaring. Width again and punished. Another boundary for Downer. Then it comes to a replay. Any jumping at this point, I'm making it really complicated. It's not. Beautifully played. Just that bit of width. There's a slip in place for any movement, any batter error. But no mistake made with that one. An 8 without loss with one to come of the over. There's the picture here at Radlett. The wide shot looking out from the pavilion across towards Saltersfield end. Leg side again, a yelp from slip, but nothing from the keeper and the bowler on this occasion. That one was comfortably drifting down. I'm Kevin Hand, bringing you the commentary of this one. Delighted to say Lisa Nye is alongside me. Lisa, good afternoon, welcome along to Radlett. A big game in the County Cup, this one.
Yes, thank you. My own debut today in the co-commentary box. I'm looking forward to a great game. Some lovely time shots so far. Great start from Middlesex. It is hot though.
Don't worry, the only pressure in here is from your mates, and you've had 3 of them message me already, so.
Am I speaking?
Robinson it will be from the pavilion end to bowl to Hughes. First ball. Yeah, I've had all the messages, but delighted to have you alongside. There have been words you've been told to get in as well, apparently, I hear.
I think a pool is a word that might be mentioned, so we'll talk about one of my great bowling friends later.
Onto the hip first up. Let's see it again, Danny. Bit of bounce for Robinson, which Radlett is renowned for. Just that extra bit of bite in the surface that's always here, and I think a good toss to win from Warwickshire, because setting at Radlett can often be quite a challenge. Sometimes it like to get in, boss the game, go big and put the pressure on the side batting second, but I think here at Radlett it is a good option to bowl first and say to the batting lineup, right, you tell us what a good score is. That helps. Slides on down the leg sides. No particular slope here for those that haven't been to the ground. It's almost like a saucer turned upside down. There's a mound that is the middle, and then from there it drops down on every side, but the square itself is pretty flat. Railway track away to Robinson's left as she runs in and out of London. That's where the biggest drop is, down towards the track. Opening up on that one. Mid-on gets around. Just the single. Ooh. Bale's going everywhere, but expecting a fierce encounter between these two for sure, Lisa.
Yeah, I understand. Obviously, it's a bit like an FA Cup football match, isn't it, when you've got one of the underdogs playing? But Middlesex, good side. So hoping for big things today.
Yeah, Tier 2 T20 champions, aren't they? League 2 T20 champions. As I described them last season, they were almost Tier 1.5. They were too good for Tier 2. Then they faced Yorkshire in the final, who were a Tier 1 side in effect, and wiped the floor with them. as they did the following week in the 50 over game as well. So yeah, they're a good unit, Middlesex, so Warwickshire will have to be on their game, and they'll know it. They'll have done all the research. Everybody has the stats and the streams now to keep an eye on how everyone else is going. First ball to Downer from Robinson. That was played off the top of middle from Downer, and she's got it away nicely. Gets it back for 2. Wide again, driven 2 point. That's a good stop. Get through for the single, 12 without loss. One thing that we can see that you can't on the screen is the field, and well, as you've seen, they've had a slip in place so far. Not now for Hughes. Deep third and long leg of the 2 back. Everybody else inside the circle in the power play. That got big again. And again, that is a note of Radlett, is the bounce, isn't it? But having to stay over the top of this one.
Yeah, I noticed there's already actually quite good bounce, and the timing on top of the ball's been quite good. She just clocked that a little bit high on the bat, didn't she? But yeah, it'd be quite nice to play on this.
Wide on the crease to bowl that, but wide down the leg side as well. Umpire forgiving. Maybe a little bit of a flick of the pad. It was close. Yep, umpire's happy with that one. It's a juniper standing at this end, the pavilion end, and just a little graze there. Well spotted by the umpire. Very well spotted indeed. And dot ball to finish it is. 5 off Robinson's first over then, and Warwickshire 13 without loss after 2. Yeah, Lisa Wybrow chipping away at you as well on WhatsApp. I can't remember even what she said now, but
I'm amazed I'm here after her little soiree last night. So we're all on good form this morning.
Oh, I see. A late one?
It might have been. I've managed to recover a bit of my voice, but I'm a little bit croaky still.
Surin Kumar into the attack with the 3rd over change at the Saltersfield end. Lovely shot. Little bit of width, leans into it, and a gorgeous shot of the game so far.
Yeah, the girls are timing it beautifully at the moment. It's coming off the bat lovely. Some beautiful 4s.
Can go one of 2 ways at Radlett, can't it? It's either a really quick scoring ground. I think it depends how that ball's coming onto the bat, or it can be a bit of a shootout. But the smaller boundaries here at Radlett do often lend towards a bigger scoring, batter-friendly match. There you go, another one that just, whether it was stopping slightly or whether it was a bit of bounce.
Yeah, that one definitely stopped in the wicket a little bit. It's a good recovery though from the bowler there.
Groundsir and Kumar will know well as a former Sunriser before the breakup of the regional teams to return to the county setup. Angling back in that one, almost tucked down her up. She'll get a single for it. Coming back for 2, well run. And that'll do, just the 2.
It's pretty straight. It comes with their action, doesn't it?
Now that one did move, and it takes the edge. 4 more. Down her into the 20s.
Yeah, no slip in place. Shame for Warwickshire, but good for the Middlesex.
A little bit of movement. Again, that bounce as well. It'll be a job for the keeper standing up, as you'll know well, Lisa.
Yeah, an impossibility, that one, standing up.
Or single more to the total, one's come of the over. Around the wicket to the finish to the left-hander and worked out to deep square. Single to finish the over. 12 off it, 25 without loss. This is a very good start for Middlesex after 3 overs. And well, as I said, Lisa, I think part of the ploy here for Warwickshire will be you tell us what a good score is and potentially you get yourself in a mess worrying what it is. But Middlesex have made a fine start of it.
They have. 25 is nice. You know, you're saying that this is quite flat. Sitting here, it looks a complete hill from as we're sitting from right to left. So, yeah, I'd be definitely working the left-hand side as we look at it for that shorter. It looks like a shorter boundary down there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have a little think about a good score here. I've not been to Radlett for some 30 odd years.
Sorry.
Stitching me up on it.
Yeah, I wasn't saying that. So. Robinson's back for a second. And opening up only as far as mid-on. Slight fumble, but they won't. Oh, will they? They will. Well, she's home. I'm not sure if the throw had gone to the keeper's end, she'd have been home. But single it is. Running the misfields. Yes, no, get on with it. Tight, really tight. Just home. Tighter than I realised, actually.
Yeah, good reach in the end. Got her back the right way up. That was great stuff.
First dog of the day spotted in the background. I think there is 2 on the ground, actually. It's only 6 without loss. It is a dot ball. I think first I've spotted on the screen, I should say, but I think I've seen another one on the ground. Always on dog watch. Dog fan, Lisa?
My cockapoo is safely tucked up in my house with a mate who's dog sitting for me today.
Oh, now nipping back in. The 2 elements for height and whether it was striking outside the line as well. I don't think it was striking outside the line. Definitely wasn't.
Oh,
that's
just
not
a bit
bad
high.
Shout.
A little bit high, hopefully.
I'm surprised they didn't stay up for longer. As I say, the 2 thoughts for me were, did it hit in line? And I think the answer was yes to that, and the other, as you say, Lisa, was height. That's a wide down the leg side. As we said here, bounce usually is pretty pronounced. This is the LBW shout. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I think that's going over for sure.
Off the pads and over the rope again. 4 more.
Again, super timing. Looking good. Sorry, she leant into that beautifully. Lovely timing off the pads. Super shot.
Yeah, just drifting leg side once more. It is a ground. You've got to keep it on the stumps here at Radlett. Any width. More onto the legs, and there's trouble. A rethink. Who's changing? Deep third. Sorry, yeah, long leg. Is it? No, it was deep third. My apologies. Deep third is coming up. So long leg is back, and so too deep square. Well, this backs up the keep it straight line, as here's Robinson again. Too straight on that occasion, wide signal, but I think that is correct. Just to any width that Radlett is going to go. The deep third's not going to protect you much, but a deep square and a long leg.
Yeah, and this Robinson seems to be falling away a little bit, and it's just drifting, isn't it, down the leg side? So, yeah, she just needs to push it across a little bit and give herself a bit more of a chance.
Leg side again. Nothing signals.
Yeah, it looked like it clipped the thigh pad or something, maybe quite high up.
Well, I heard a noise. I didn't realise it was that close to the pad to begin with, to be honest. But yeah, there it is, just a little clip of it. So I heard the noise, didn't realise it was that close. That's why I was wondering again why they hadn't have gone up. Now there's what the field is set for. Just try and keep it on those stumps. If Hughes can get it away, then so be it. But 33 without loss. It is 4 overs bowled. Lisa Nye is alongside myself. Kevin Hand on the mic, former Middlesex keeper, of course.
Many, many moons ago, but still loving my cricket, still love watching. Don't get to see Middlesex very often. I live right down in Kent, so I'm a long way away. If I lived a bit closer, I'd definitely come along pretty much, I reckon, every game.
Well, it was a fantastic season last year. T20 League 2 winners. Brilliant finals day at Wantage Road. Emphatic performance in the final. Yep. Now Davis into the attack. So first look at a little bit of spin here from Saltersfield end. First one onto the stumps, turn to that short fine leg, yes, no. Down the track, use of the feet, there is a long on back, but wide of the fielder and bisects the pair of them, deep mid wicket and long on.
Yeah, lovely use of the feet there. Beautiful placement. Super.
Really sweet pickup. Shuffle to the pitch as you see there, but the timing was impeccable, and well, the placement had to be good as well, but also the timing though, not to put it down the throat of one of those two, not to hang it up in the air too long. Pressure put on the bowler at the start of the over now. Field stays the same, long on and deep mid wicket back. Short fine leg in play again.
She just gave that a little bit more air, didn't she? Just dropped it right on the stumps. Not much more difficult to get away.
Dropping short and punished. Can't do that up with the field up on the leg side. Onto it quickly, wasn't she?
Yeah, that was complete opposite to the previous ball where it was much more difficult to get away in the perfect spot. Yeah, bit of a half track of that one, wasn't it?
Pressure heaps onto the bowler. A gimme, but put away nonetheless by Downer. On to 30 from 19. A strong start here for Middlesex. starting wider on this occasion. Short once more. I'm sure Dana would have had the thought. Let's have a look. Back foot punch. I was thinking maybe she was thinking about a pull on that one, but happy to push back. 2 boundaries off the over already. Up in the air. Gone. Keeper grabs it. Bowler went as well. Early call from the keeper. The leading edge goes straight up.
Lovely easy catch for the keeper. We like those. Big pair of gloves. Always a good one to start off with.
Although I was going to say, does that put more pressure on the easy ones?
Only when it hits you on the nose.
The thought must go through the mind. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Well held by Wrathan. Davis with the wicket. A couple of boundaries in the over, but they bite back. And Downer has 2 departs. Gone for 30 from 21. 41 for 1 it is after 5. Saskia Hawley, the skipper, comes out at 3. First Middlesex Women's T20 century from Saskia Hawley a couple of weeks back. Should be hoping to go big again here in the County Cup.
Lovely start by Downer though. Shame. She looked really good, well set, great timing, using her feet really nicely.
They kept going for it for the team. It's a strong start, 30 from 21. The 21st delivery, she decided that was going as well, having already got the 2 boundaries in the over. Trying to maximise the power play, of which there is 1 over left, with the fielding restrictions in place. It'll be Hughes to have strike. Hawley will wait. Beautiful. On the spot from Robinson.
I can move the marquee. Don't make it so that you can't see. That's perfect.
So it's just about that table a little bit uneven.
It's going to disappear.
I think Lisa knows the feeling today. Onto the pad. She gets away with that one. Just a leg by. So yeah, it was a big night last night then. Local to Radlett, have you come from far today?
I've come from sort of the Richmond area, but yeah, I'm down in Tunbridge, so I came up last night for the party, which was super fun. A few England players there.
Lisa Wybrow, non-executive board director. Happy birthday. She knew I was down in Canterbury for the cricket last night. That's why I couldn't come along. Wasn't invited. Bump ball pushed back by Hawley. First up. Yeah, first century for a Middlesex women's player in T20 a few weeks back for Hawley. Last round of this. Got 96 in the last round of this against Kent. Was that double hit? Oh, I'm sorry, first round against Kent, sorry. Oh, that's great fielding from extra cover. And nearly trouble at the non-striker's end. Well off the bat, that sounded and looked like 4, Lisa.
Great bit of fielding that, and the throw in. It's quite tight actually. I'd like to see that again. Great little tip on by the the goalkeeper. Where are we? The World Cup by the bowler.
Swing at that one. There you go. Looking to give it everything second time. Take a moment to get in though, get the feel of it. But how often does a fine shot blocked in the covers as the last one was lead to a wicket next ball? A little bit of a looser effort. Hawley wishing she'd have gone just as hard at that one as the ball before. Trouble. Nope. Checking back in again.
That does. Oh,
Height saves
yeah,
her.
height a little bit, yeah. I think I'd have been screaming a bit louder for that one.
I think both of them. To be honest, I think we've been screaming both of them. That one hitting up above the pads, but she was a long way back. And on both occasions struck in line, but yeah, a bit of movement on that one, just coming in slightly. 42 for 1, that is the end of the power play. Do you see how many were off that over, Danny? Don't worry. Drink run out, it is a very hot day today. Temperature turned up on Middlesex at the end of the power play. A maiden just the leg by off that Robinson over. Yeah, not a day for feeling tender in any way.
Yeah, apparently she can hear me giggling because I'm not worse for wear. I was one of the more lively people this morning.
I was suggesting the birthday girl, not you.
Well, we're both called Lisa. It goes with the territory.
Now Taylor floats the first one up. I think it slipped out a little. Get a single. Just watch the release. I think it slips out first ball. Can be the way with wrist spinners that the biggest difficulty is landing the first few, just finding that rhythm, finding that length. Now better, but whipped away. Sweeper back, so just a single. Do we have a watch up, mate? So that field is deep backward square, long on, long off, and we can see deep cover. Oh, full bunger in the air, deep mid wicket underneath it, but it's over her. Surin Kumar cleared. First 6 of the innings.
Yeah, that'll make Hughes feel a lot better. She's picked up a few runs, but that was beautiful timing. Lovely shot.
Oh, got one away with it first ball, Taylor, but not third. Say landing it can just slip out a little bit for the wrist spinners to begin. That's beautifully played. Back-to-back boundary, 6 followed by a 4. 50's up and Middlesex are on the move here. Goes for it again. Oh, goodness me, nearly played it on. It hit that back pad. Front on, please, Danny. Chops down into the knee roll behind the back pad. Nearly played it on. In fact, it comes off front pad onto the back arm, down onto the back leg. Top ball gets Taylor out of the over. 2 dot balls to finish indeed. 12 off her first over. 54 for 1. Not a bad exit to the power play for a Middlesex, or bad first over after the power play, I should say. That's below the home dressing room here at Radlett. One fixed building, well 2 I suppose with the scoreboard on the far side, but 20 years or so ago refurbished the pavilion away to our right hand side by Middlesex. Right, Baker from the pavilion end. So I don't particularly feel there's a great deal of difference in either ends here. You're running uphill slightly at both ends because of the mound in the middle of the square. As we look across, just next to the pavilion, the knees are cut off of the fielders down at long on and long off usually. And that is away down to the vacant long leg. There's the Saucers field in the background. Colts game looking like it's getting underway. Middlesex are well underway here.
She's picked up that beautifully off her pads. Nice timing down to the boundary. Split the fielders. No chance for those. I'm not invited.
Short and shoved down to long on by Hawley for the single. It's a bit of flight on that. It's well played and well fielded. It'll hold them to 2. One grab at it, otherwise you fancy it was a boundary. Again, once it's off the square and gone, it's usually hard to catch here. There's a little bit of a lushness about the grass. More than usual, actually. Even though we've had the 2 heat waves now. Haven't quite reached those parched late August, September conditions yet. Another one down the grounds. Oh, now! That's hurt the finger by the looks of it as well. One thing I would say about Radlett, as it runs downhill on all sides here from the upside down saucer, as we've described the mound, the square, it does bobble here.
Yeah, it was a nasty bobble. Hit it really nicely. Hughes has taken up the mantle, hasn't she? Oh dear, that was horrid. Yeah, ouch.
Yeah, it's not easy. You've got to commit, unfortunately, here, and committing does mean you can wear it on the body, but you do have to get the body behind it. This one swept hard. Watch for the bobble again. That's a fine piece of fielding. You've got to be careful trusting the outground surface here. It has got a reputation of being a bobbly one. And again, it's the downhill element as well that doesn't help. I think everywhere's downhill once you're off the square.
I'll tell you about my local cricket outfield in a minute.
Oh, that's beautiful. Back over the bowler's head. One bounce and 4.
Lovely shot by Hawley, getting into her stride now. Super stuff. Yeah, if you think Radlett is a bit bobbly, my local cricket ground is surrounded by huge oak trees, and there is an oak tree in the middle of it. So you can't hit a 6 into the tree, it's only a 4. But of course all the roots make it a really interesting place to try and pick up a ball that's hammered at you.
Well, I've just come from Canterbury, of course, which had was it a lime tree? Because the cafe there is called the Lime Tree Cafe. I'm wondering, that's why I'm thinking, was it a lime tree? So famed as it was, the tree in the ground inside the boundary at Canterbury.
Beautiful place, St Lawrence Ground, but I can't remember what the tree was.
$70 here it is after 8. We just heard the you could see the drink run on. We heard just it was run. I'm sure the cry was sugar. So obviously a little bit of energy needed out in the middle with the conditions today. Sapping heat. We've had the last 2 days. Temperatures have risen again today. Slow ball. Leg side. No! Oh! Well. That'll be interesting to see the replay. Right arm around to the left-hander. Out of the back of the hand as well, was it? It was a slower ball for sure from Suren Kumar. Let's have a look.
Looked like it straightened a little. Yeah, a little.
Umpire's call, I reckon, at best. Umpire's call was out. So, a fine innings. Hughes is finished.
Was it 20?
70 for 2 it is, 25 she made in the end as Pindoria comes out. So 70 for 2. So, second wicket, both openers gone, the 3 and 4 come together, and Warwickshire needed that wicket, I fancy. Hawley's still there though, 10 from 8. It's the single. Now, Suren Kumar. It was back at the hand, wasn't it? Good stop. Bit of swing into Hawley, but into and onto the middle of the bat. That's a gorgeous shot down the grounds. Chip back over the bowler's head.
Can't get any more perfect than that. Lovely placement, nice timing. Held a form through the shot. Lovely four. She didn't try and overhit that. That was lovely. Really nice timing.
That gets through as well. Sweeper won't get there. 4 more. Just given the width to free up the arms on that one.
Yeah, again, lovely timing. She's placing it beautifully, and again, just relying on her timing to get that placement and, you know, not losing shape in the shot. Super.
Edged and away. Well, 3 boundaries in a row to finish the over. More than a stroke of luck about that one.
Oh yeah, nice pace from the bowler, and of course that's really useful. It flies to the boundary. A little bit of movement as well there. She played all round it a little bit, caught the shoulder of the bat. Where was the wicket keeper? No, to be fair, they are impossible. That's a first slip all day long.
83 for 2, that's the small temporary scoreboard at our side.
you.
What's the shout? Screen. Just say yes and nod. That's the phlegm, you alright? Yeah, not bad. Busy day. 83 for 2 then, Taylor. With her second over. Bumped back. But there or thereabouts the spot that you want to stick to here at Radlett. It's middle and off the line. Don't give them a width, as we saw with that lovely try from Hawley in the last over. If you're going to score, ask them to score off the stumps, and obviously that comes with great risk. That's really well done. Turn back with a square. It's top of middle and off that. But Pindoria has a single.
Yeah, nice quick bit of fielding there. Completely cut out the second run, even though she was looking for it. Only place to put that last ball. 2 good first balls from Taylor. Second one just veering down the slight midland leg, so easier to play off your legs down to fine leg.
Now floated onto the leg stump. That's really well played by Hawley. She's placed that, but timed it so well.
Yeah, she picked up that slightly slower delivery, bit loopy. Timed it fantastically. Grateful.
Sweeping that length isn't easy either, is it?
No, it definitely isn't. Excellent shot.
Swept again, this time more of a gimme from Taylor, but put away nonetheless by Hawley.
She's just lost her line a little bit, and she looped that one up a little bit too slow, easily picked up.
Return to square leg, there's no run. Halfway there, 92 for 2. This is a very, very promising start from Middlesex. Hawley's picked up the baton, 30 from 15.
I prefer the open.
Yeah, that's the thing,
It's a bit of cloud cover.
That's well run again. Push to mid-off on the edge of the circle. Pressure's on the fielders here, pressure's on the fielding side. I think I'll say when Middlesex come out to bowl, they'll know exactly where to put this, on the stumps, and leave it on the stumps. I think perhaps it's taken Warwickshire a little bit of time to work that out. There's been too much width offered. They'll surely try and rein it back in this back 10. Down the ground, it's 4 more. Again, wide outside off stump. It allowed her to skip to the pitch.
I think for sure learnt from the first ball, moved her feet really nicely to the pitch of that. Made it quite a nice half volley. Lovely shot, straight down the ground.
Yeah, angled across her there, which just again allowed her to come to that pitch. Not worried about getting tucked up. It was in front of her. Free up the arms, get that ball swung down the ground. That's better. That's better. Keep it on those stumps and ask the batter to find a way, which, as we said, with the bounce, the spin here, there's a little bit of movement through the air, whether it's off the surface for the seamers, but... And again, onto the stumps, ask the score off there. It's just a single. They're thinking 2, has to get back, does. But I think this is what the Warwickshire top order will face from ball 1, or it's certainly, I'm sure, what Mark Broom will be saying in the interval. Make sure you're on the stumps, do not give them any width. Better again, just angling across though, allowing the opening for the run. It is only a single. Let's come the over. Can she get out of it? Boundary, second ball of. Up in the air and into the space again, in between mid wicket and long on. That's brilliant. What a way to bring up the 100.
Lovely free of the arms there. Beautiful shot. 100 runs. Stunning.
I said keep it on the stumps and ask the question of the batter. Certainly there was an answer there from Hawley. 103 after 11. It's a really strong start this from Middlesex. But you've got to say, you might get hit off the stumps, but as long as you're on that, you're in the game, and it's asking the question of them. But that was some answer from Hawley. 39 from 19, and another statement innings this from the skipper. Side on that one. Again, I think I might have been asking more of a question. Sure, it was sliding down, but how many appeals by a wicket?
Well, it looked quite wide.
Yes, please, is the call, but if that had have hit, she was gone. Full bunger. She's got hold of it and she's put it in the right spot as well. In front of the fielder in the deep. 4 more.
Yeah, that was definitely punished. And it needed to be. Great shot.
Top of off. And they'll look for 2, but it's just the single on this occasion. I think Warwickshire have a big problem here because I don't think Middlesex will be as loose with the ball as Warwickshire have been. Jinxed it now, but feeling is this is a very good score. Tickled nicely by Pandoria.
With Hawley going so well, you don't want to waste this partnership either with a silly run out. You know, they're doing really nicely. Even if Pandora just gets off the strike, it's the best way forward.
Full bunger again, down the ground now. Long on, coming around with a slide and just holds on. They've just taken the single. They wouldn't have seen, as we did, that the slide saw the ball slip underneath. But 12. Fletcher's message and said the static is really loud.
So yeah, it's
Chip back. Just short. Apologies for the brief technical problems. Hopefully we're loud and clear with you once more. A lot of flight and a nice looking drive for one. This is Warwickshire's chance to rein them back. It really is going to require a clatter of wickets, but the possibility is certainly there. Middlesex will not want to let that run rate slip away from the fine start they've had. Won't be easy keeping up with it though. Oh, gets through. Single more.
Yeah, Warwickshire really need to pin Middlesex down now. 2 new batters.
Swept. And it will be, will it? No, it won't. Cut off. Deep backward square coming around. They'll take 2.
Good over, no boundaries in that one. Kept it quite tight.
Right, 125 for 3 out of 14. Just as I say, opener for Middlesex. Should be batting cards maybe next over. Or after we I don't know what I've done, but it's worked absolutely wonderful. No idea what I've done, but it's just fixed everything. Story of your career, doesn't it? Obviously, apart from working wonders, but top ball to start for Davis. Story of your career, yes. Apart from the working wonders, but what day what I've done. Nice flight. Shuffle from Trustler. She's got a few balls to get herself in. Pindora, it feels like she's been in for a while, but it's only 12 deliveries. Swept. There was a little bit of everything on that, I think. A run will be given, I'm sure, by the umpire, and it is. Did it bounce up onto the glove as well, or was it bat onto pad?
I think there's a bit of both. Glove, bat, everything.
We'll see now. Oh, look at the movement. It's glove. That's nice. Oh, one bounce.
Definitely looking to be a bit more positive now. Know that they need the odd boundary at least every over. 1s and 2s, just after such a good start, not quite enough.
That's well placed in front of the fielder. Trussler's on 10.
Yeah, absolutely perfect comeback. Tough for the fielder, that just dropped as she was dropping onto it.
Can Davis get out of the over? She can. Just a singles finish. Throws it wayward, but backed up. Oh, no, they'll get through. Watch for the second one now as well, and they are back to 2 more. 1, 3, 3 for 9, and that is 8 of that over. Yeah, 15 overs bowled. Well, there we go. Irving, Routledge, Patel, Davis, Wolf and Turner to come, but everybody getting a little bit of it so far. 30 for Downer, 25 Hughes, a fantastic 50 for Saskia Hawley. Look at that partnership, 47, 40 of which was to Hawley. day for the Warwickshire Bears with the ball so far. How far can Middlesex push matters? Chloe Brewer back, the bowler that got rid of Saskia Hawley. Short, pulled hard, mid on, long on getting around. Holding them to the single. Chloe Brewer, yeah, started with Surrey, South East Stars, Central Sparks and Birmingham Phoenix. Still only 23, Chloe. But has already achieved a great deal already. Short again. Given the treatment and gets through this time. Trussler's on to 16. Middlesex are on the charge again.
Yeah, I can afford to be a little bit expansive now. Less than 5 overs to go, so plenty of wickets in hand. Be nice if these two could keep this going right till the end. Looking at a good score then.
Go on the stumps again. They've got to keep it there. They'll get through for the single just.
Yeah, it's good run in there. They're being really positive now. They know that they've got wickets in hand, so they can take a little risk with that.
Yeah, it feels like a good score already. It feels like it's going to take something very special either here in the last 4.5 overs or with the bat for Warwickshire to win this one. Now, it'll be 2. It's good fielding. Talked about the bubble, didn't we? It's a good throw as well, right above the stumps. We talked about the bubble, and when it's going at that pace down the hill.
She smothered that beautifully. Really good bit of fielding. Brave as well. You never know where that's going.
Full bunger. Should just be single and is. 9 off the over. Can Middlesex finish it with a boundary again? It'll push that run rate back up, and not that the pressure isn't on Warwickshire, but heap even more. Fine finish, gets out of the over, Brewer. Top ball last up, 142 for 3. Crowd in for this one. Gathered around in the shade, and rightly so. Very hot day, everybody's tucked back up against the trees.
Plenty of cool boxes.
Might have 1 or 2 spare for me. And you, Lisa?
Obviously only non-alcoholic ones though.
Much as last night.
I've got a dry.
Speaking of dogs. Surin Kumar, 1 for 25. Shorts, pulled hard. Oh, it's a great stop. Brilliant piece of work out on the ropes. Looked for all the way. They're back for 2.
Oh, yes. Lovely one-handed stop and a good bit of teamwork there. Excellent.
Up in the air, but into the gap, and around comes deep mid-wicket. Single more. Oh, where's that throw going? There's been some good arms on display today. A number of occasions where you thought there might be overthrows. Clip square. Very much the inside of the bat though, and a single it is.
Warwickshire keeping it tight first 3 or 4 balls, it seems, in every over, so Middlesex then just need that extra boundary just to keep this score really rocketing along.
Well, it's back over the bowler's head. At the moment, it's Saskia Hawley that's made the massive difference to this innings. Going at a strike rate of 200 for her 50. We've had 100 balls of the innings, 146 on the board. As I say, it's pretty much a runnable stuff, but for Hawley's brilliance. Look at Middlesex finish this off in the last 20 balls. They've got to be trying to go at that 200 strike rate from here, haven't they? Add another 40 to this, up towards 190.
Almost trying to hit it a bit too hard at the moment. I think she just needs to keep her shape. She's doing a lovely job, you know, the odd single here and there, but actually trying to hit it a bit too hard, I think. Use her placement skills.
Good take. Brilliant keeping that. Over to you, Lisa.
Moved her feet really nicely, got down to it. And it was a wide, so, and it dropped right at the last minute, so excellent pick-up.
Yeah, that bounce there could have really gone anywhere, couldn't it? Done anything. Edged away. Chop past the keeper. It's a welcome boundary at the end of the over.
So 150's up. Nice lucky edge to the boundary, but she's gone for it, and that's, you're going to get results if you fully commit to the shot. So she was rewarded there.
Yeah, 152 for 3 after 17, so 18 balls left. Leg side again, a wide start. Pressure onto the bowler, 24 off her 2 overs so far. Baker make it 25 now.
That was actually a better take than the one that she took on the floor, because it was a lot closer to the batsman. The other one's being a bit wider. There, you get a bigger view of it, don't you? So it's much easier to pick up.
Gets away with that. Inside edge onto the pad, could have got anywhere.
Missed out there, that was a shame.
Big shots, as you said, end of the innings now. Everything in the mind is a boundary ball. Now it'll be a struggle to stop that. 4 it is, wide along on. Nicely done by Pindoria.
Pindoria really committed to that one. Lovely movement of the feet, and the timing was lovely. She's got herself in now, so she stays to the end, looking at quite a high score already. Plenty on the board.
Another little shuffle. This time it's closer to Surin Kumar. Actually kicked up kindly the bounce on that occasion. Hits the stumps again. It's been extraordinary, the outfielding from Warwickshire. Yeah, the bounce just kicked up nicely into the hands on that occasion. Just the single. Still 2 to come of the over, only 7 off it so far. Pressure heaps back slightly to the batter to find the boundaries. Now, that's got a chance.
Yeah, all the way.
Kicks on. Through mid-wicket it goes. 4 more.
Yeah, nice little gift. Good step down the track on one knee. Lovely timing again. Straight through mid-wicket. Lovely.
I think Hawley's 50 off 25. Now, where's that going to go? The bounce will go, will it? I think.
That looked quite close, didn't it?
Chloe Brewer, I think it was. He just picked herself up to flick it back in. It was all very tight.
Not sure she's going to know herself on this one at the moment. Have to wait and see what. Oh, that's a great effort.
Brilliant.
That is fantastic. I don't think anything was touching that rope then.
I've got to say, for all the world, I thought that was 4 on first look. That's a great piece of work down there by Chloe Brewer. Well, there we go. There was just that 6th over that was a little bit tight after the first wicket, but boy oh boy did they get going. That's the Saskia Hawley skyline in the middle, really, isn't it? But they're picking it up again at the last. I think that's helped as well. It's been 1 wicket and Middlesex have just had the confidence to keep going. Really great grouped 2 together at any point, Warwickshire, just to put a little bit of a worry into it. And what Middlesex has said all the way through, Middlesex will really be saying to them, try and score down the ground, score off the stumps. Just there. Nearly brings a wicket, but field back. That's where Middlesex will want to persist throughout the Warwickshire innings, and they'll want to hit the ground running on that spot.
Yeah, pace off on that delivery as well, and no room to manoeuvre, so if she missed it, then that was going to be gone.
Looked to give herself room, and in the end was stretching for it slightly.
It is. I just think it's Tuesday, isn't it? It's going to be like 36.
Leg side and away. Bit fine.
Just tried to overcompensate from the wide on the off on that last ball, and yeah, nice easy gift there, but good timing though.
Rolled the wrists over the top of it. It was really good steer that. On 71 for 3, 9 balls left. Now, just the single. 50 partnership was brought up with the boundary. First 50 partnership of the innings. 55 off 36 it currently is. Whipped over deep backward square. It's 4 more.
Yeah, beautifully weighted for that one. Lovely pickup. 4 more. Pindoya's really come into it in these last few overs, taking up the mantle. She's the main batter now in.
Stumping, missed. Did it go through to the keeper, or was it inside edge onto the pad? I thought it went through the gate, that one. We'll see. Yeah, it was.
Oh
Stumping
dear,
missed.
shame. Just didn't come up with the flow of the ball. She got back in well though.
Shows never give up, doesn't it? Never give up. Right, there's the partnerships, first 50 of the innings, as we say. If done well, it's been a relentless flow of runs through this innings. Brilliant start by Downer and Hughes at the top, which Downer clearly dominated. And to some extent it set the tone from which Warwickshire haven't recovered. Saskia Hawley coming in at 3 is quite the force that Middlesex have. Now the last over, Robinson, economical, none for 12 from 3 in an innings where the overall run rate is 9.26. That's a brilliant effort from Robinson so far. Leg side, sliding down, they'll get the single, or the leg by. Good again, top and middling off from Robinson. I feel like we've said that a lot from her throughout the innings. She's had a couple of appeals on that line and length where height seemingly saved the batter, but she hasn't veered away from it. I'm sure that's what will be, or will have been, identified. I think Middlesex would have known it from home knowledge anyway. It's keep it on the stumps here at an out ground, and can be tough to score for the batters then. Again on the stumps, and leg stump is out of the ground. Trustler's done for 29, a brilliant innings, 22 balls in the end. Robinson's first wicket.
Yeah, Trustler's trying to be super positive. Just misread the line again. Good bowling though. As you say, she's keeping it on the line. You miss, we hit.
That's exactly what Middlesex will be saying. If they execute it is a different thing, but I'm sure that will be the mantra as they go out to field. 178 for 4. They're going to have a decent target to defend, come what may. Well, there's 3 balls left for Irving to swing hard, and just make sure you make contact.
Yeah, it's never enviable, is it, going in with just the 3 left? Everything's on you. You've just got to hit it. Get bat on ball, get running. Got wickets left.
Wide signals, but all eyes on the keeper again, Lisa and I.
I was actually replenishing my water supply, but that I did see it. Lovely, fast hands, nice take, good foot movement as well. She'll be gutted about the mis-stumping, however, so she'll want to make up for it. Shorts. And fumble from Suryan Kumar. A couple more to the total. Just the 1 boundary conceded in her 4 overs of or 3.4 so far, of a total of 181. It's really been a standout effort with the ball. Wide again. Another good take. Nice and sharp. To some extent the keeper will have that trust though, that she won't be worrying too much about much outside the off stump. She'll know that the tactic here for Robinson and the execution is on the stumps, and if anything you might just get one drifting, mightn't you? And again, 3rd wide of the over. Robinson just building a bit of pressure on herself here to get out now this over, to get the wicket, but yeah, that'll frustrate her with such good figures, you know. 3 wides in this in this little spell.
2 to go. What does she do with this one? Pace off maybe onto the stumps. Just get it onto those stumps, take the pace off, and about to make the mistake. Right through into the block hole underneath. Whether it was pace off or not, it did feel like there was a bit of loop on it.
Yeah, I think that off pads onto the stumps, wasn't it? It looked like it a little bit. Not sure whether that went directly on. Can't quite see from here.
You're right, it might have just clipped on the way through. It was slightly out of the back of the hand, that one, not sure. So 183 for 5. Having done for 2. Izzy Routledge comes out to bat at 7. Opens on finals day with Finty Trussler, and saw Middlesex to a stunning victory. Well, she's got 1 ball.
Can't quite make the 90s unless there's another wide, but it would be I'm sure an all action last ball.
Could set 90 as a target. That would be quite the 1 ball to face though for Routledge. Gives herself room, pushes it down the ground. They'll look for the 2 here, try and put the pressure on the fielder, and back they come. It should be a run out, it isn't. And Robinson rightly holds on, doesn't look to the other end, having spilled the initial throw. 185 for 5. For me, that is a total that Middlesex will be absolutely delighted with. We'll have a short break, it's only 10 minutes. Thanks to Lisa and I, alongside myself, Kevin Hand on the mic. We'll go and cool off somewhere, we'll try to at least. I'll be back with you in just under 10 minutes then. So 186 the target for Warwickshire to win.
Bulgaria. I don't like it at all. And he's
No,
no chance.
interrupt. You both go and give the week together.
Yeah.
Take those in there. I'll go in after.
Well, I'll bring a pint out. Which one?
Lager and lime, I'll have those.
What lager?
Carlsberg.
Carlsberg and lime.
That one, that's that way, yeah. I went here with a...
Right, here we go for the chase. It's a tight, tough target of 1-8-6 for Warwickshire Bears, who won the toss. Middlesex led by the 50 from their skipper Saskia Hawley. It's going to be Turner to open up from Salters Field end. And Austin has the strike. Well, a little bit of width, but crucially a little bit of movement there. Lisa Nyes alongside myself, Kevin Hand for this one.
Yeah, a little bit of swing away looked like first ball. Great first delivery. Never nice to miss the first one as an opener.
If nothing happens on this turn, you can get the first one again, please. Width again, and that has been punished, and it'll be 4. Sure, there'll be a little bit of chat. Straighten it up. Just dragged it down a little.
Yeah, that was it was dragged down and just slightly wider than the first one. The first one tucked her up a little bit. She got her arms all caught up, but that one she could throw her hands at it. Easy 4.
There's definitely a little bit of swing there early on with this new ball.
Better line though, that ball, because she's bowling to the field that she's got set, so that's all you can ask from a bowler.
There you go, shape again, deep cover and deep third, the 2 back. Do we want to say that?
Is there a makeup ball? Yes,
as a tier 1 team, Warwickshire would use Cookborough.
And what are we?
Swing through the air again. Would have been close to a no ball, but dipped in the end. Single taken.
As I say, people are a reader.
To be fair, in case we get lovely ball again, just outside off, shaping away. That's where Middlesex want to leave it. 6 off the first over, 6 without loss after 1.
Yeah, good finish to that over from Turner there. Got down really well. It's always difficult in the follow through to adjust your position, and stuck a hand out. Great stop.
And Kevin Hand bringing you this one, ex-Middlesex and England keeper. Lisa Nyes alongside me. Casey Wolfe bowling the first over from the pavilion end. A little bit of width from Wolfe as well. Just allowed Freeborn to rock back to that one, even though it wasn't that short a ball, single taken. So 21 ODIs and 4 tests, Lisa.
You look me up.
How many T20s?
0.
Hundreds?
0. I would have loved to have played in them.
Up in the air, over extra cover, and straight at the sweeper for more. Again, freeing up that arms, and I think Middlesex will be trying very quickly to remind themselves on the stumps.
She looked like she was getting a little bit of shape away as well. So maybe just drop it back slightly of a length. She might get a bit of fruition from that.
I was going to say exactly that from the bowler's perspective. It does take a moment or two to adjust to what swing there may be, because it affects your line, it affects your length. So with that little bit of movement, then we'll head again on that one. The sweeper will cut it off.
Good stop out there. As we've said, we've already mentioned the outfield's quite bumpy, so got everything behind that.
That's better. That's where they want to leave it.
Really nice line.
The reason we were chuckling about Lisa's caps for England was because I asked her off the mic during the first innings, remind me, how many? I don't know.
Oh, the stats are quite hard to find.
Now that's nice again. You said about the length. Now that has swung and is a little bit of width on it. I think the length of the ball there, watch where it pitches and then just goes.
Yeah, it's a lovely delivery, absolutely spot on. And the batter's got to get her feet moving. If the keeper's back, she's got nothing to lose by just coming out of her crease just a fraction. Smother that.
Risk taken with the step across, but the reward is there. It's going to be a tough chase to stop this for Routledge. It is just holding up. Oh, and they're coming back. Well, good running. Throw was just short. 15 without loss after 2. Strong start here for Warwickshire. Middlesex be very keen to get that wickets column moving, but equally, as I say, they'll be keen to get that control through the air of that swing, which has just offered a little bit of width so far.
Yeah, it's a world record. Still a world record. New Zealand. In New Zealand. 8 dismissals in 1 test match. 6 catches, 2 stones. 1 test match. First innings.
Cut down to deep third. Oh, the bounce has done for Irving down in front of us.
We don't like spin, do we? Oh.
This will be the one. Just there, that bounce was the one that did that one as well.
Oh. Yeah, a little bit of bounce, a little bit of spin on it.
You always say watch the second bounce, the second and the third, did I? Swept hard. Was brilliantly put away by Freeborn.
Freeborn is hitting off the middle stump, so she's got her eye in. I think Middlesex definitely need to get her out sooner rather than later.
I'm sure that the Warwickshire batters will have had this in mind, that they are going to have to score off the stumps, and if they do, then how do you score off the stumps? So onto the length of that one very quickly. 23 without loss it is in the third. Now overcompensating outside off. Full ball, and it's another boundary. Now Middlesex are being given a problem here.
A little bit of pressure on Turner now. 3 off the first 3. 3 fours off the first 3 balls. Anything else now for Warwickshire is a huge bonus in this over.
One of the big problems for her was the second ball was a good ball. She was hit off the top of the middle, as you said. And that creates the problem for the bowler, doesn't it? You adjust, you go full and wide as she did last ball, overcompensating. It turns into the juicy half volley. So words from Saskia Hawley, I'm sure encouragement, saying go back to the good ball. If she hits you off the good ball, fine. On a length, run to backward points, and well run for the single.
Yeah, Turner's got to trust her processes and, you know, stick to her best ball when she gets under this sort of pressure. So she's got a one off that. That's good. She's stopped the rot.
Good stop. Prevents the single. It's Comedy over, and Turner will be desperate to get out of this one. Did say it's a high scoring ground here at Radlett, or it certainly can be. It swings away. Well, almost a wide Yorker, swinging sharply as well away from Austin to finish. 28 without loss after 3.
It was a good last 3 deliveries though from Turner. She recovered that really well after the pressure she was put under on those first 3.
Katie Wolf to continue. That was a half volley, but picks out the sweeper, so just the single.
Not a bad single actually, because she's seeing it like a football. So maybe Middlesex can stem the flow a little bit with Austin on strike.
That's a beautiful shot. Straight down the ground, long offs back in the power play, but straight to the fielder.
I think I'll shut up. That wasn't a good to get her on strike.
It's a clean hit, wasn't it? So close to the boundary. To the 6.
Lovely shot.
Width again, and Middlesex are struggling to keep this on a line and length at the moment, and they're being punished. Last ball was full and hit over the head. This one's wide and cut away. And will they go to the spinner in the power play just to see if she can bring some control.
Wolf needs to just get it stump to stump at the moment. Make them do the work.
That's what we identified first innings, wasn't it? Undoubtedly it would have been the chat for Middlesex. It's full again. Just the single. I do think the swing's affected it slightly for them. I think they've struggled to control the swing a little, which is a bit more difficult to focus on that line and length.
If she's feeling that swing, she could start it more on middle and leg, and then that will be a lovely, just on the off stump ball.
better. It's eased to point, top ball. It's a good recovery from Wolf. One off the last 3 balls of the over. She gets out of it, none for 20 off 2, 38 without loss. It's still a very good power play so far from Warwickshire.
Yeah, good recovery. Last 3 balls of that over. Under quite a bit of pressure, but yeah, just got to stick to what you know best. Stick to your process.
Anaya Patel from the Salters Field end.
Still, let's do it.
This will be a really interesting over. Warwickshire will be keen to keep this scoring rate going. It's a strong power play, but with none down, they'll certainly feel that they're allowed a wicket or 2 to fall in the next 2 overs, so they'll certainly try to go at Patel.
No.
Kevin James just attempted to lightning the other side of Salters Field there. Swept off the stumps. It's deep backward square. They'll turn for 2, taking on the arm. Well run. It's a big roar just a moment ago. It was a motorbike. I was worried it was thunder around. It is unbelievably hot, but a bit of cloud cover, which has also allowed a bit of breeze. Welcome relief for us. I'm not sure how much it's helping on the field. Bowled again. It's well played also though. Mid wicket is there. A bit of a bobble, but just the single.
Got it in well there. Bit of a yes no in the middle, so just kept it to 1.
Although I shouldn't mention rain around you, should I? You denied 2 world records by the rain. Still a world record, isn't it? The 8 wickets, 8 dismissals by a keeper in an innings. Oh, that's up and out. Short third takes the catch, Irving. Holding on. And 42 for 1. A much needed breakthrough for Middlesex as Austin falls.
Yes, trying to be positive. Just didn't quite get to the pitch of it. Got a bit out of shape. Spun off the edge of the bat. Good catch. Brilliant for Middlesex. Needed that breakthrough desperately.
There's the reaction. Delight very much shared by her teammates, no doubt. They needed that breakthrough. 42 for 1. 1-2-1 wickets in the over so far. A very good 5th. And that's the trouble in the size of the chase that Warwickshire have. That the wicket can just lead to a wobble. And as we said, what Middlesex were able to do was stop 1 turning into 2, or Warwickshire weren't able to do was turn 1 into 2, and I'm sure that'll be on Middlesex's mind. Try and take a couple quickly, and that run rate will fall quickly, and the required will also start to climb.
Yeah, when she stopped it with 1 hand. We'll come back to you.
42 for 1. Wraith to have strike. Oh, it's good again onto off stump. No run is the call.
Middlesex are up now. It's pressure on. Field is in a little bit more. Trying to stop the singles, keep Freeborn off the strike, put lots of pressure on Wraith. Like you said, they need another wicket would be great.
Shuffles the pitch. Where's it gone? It's the wonder for Wraith, and it's 2 dots to finish the over. The first wicket of the innings claimed in it, 42 for 1. And back to Wolf, who finished her last over well, so she's given a third on the bounce. Saskia Hawley looking for somebody to come on, subfielder. Yeah, 8 wickets, 8 dismissals in an innings, record by a wicket keeper in a women's test match still.
Yeah, it's unbelievably 1992 in New Zealand, Pukekura Park. The sad thing was for me, and you know, you don't realise it at the time, but it rained for 2 days after that. And I only needed 2 more dismissals to pinch another world record of 10 in a match. So, yeah, that was a bit frustrating, but nice to still have it.
Oh, that's away from the keeper. They'll get through for a bye to begin. They've turned it down. Swinging away. Swinging away from Hughes. Oh, was there a little tickle on it? There was. Just short of the glove there.
Yeah, it's an incredibly difficult catch. Too short.
Beautifully bowled. And well done Saskia Hawley for keeping Wolf on here as well. She may well have seen at the end of the last over that Wolf was just getting that control.
Two dot balls, a little bit of pressure. Freeborn's doing well, 22 off 17. Another dot ball would really push her to something maybe she doesn't want to do.
Good stop at points. Prevents the single again. This is some over by Wolf.
Yeah, excellent pressure after a really good start to the power play by Warwickshire.
Well, as I say, you really got to give credit to the skipper because Freeborn's been hitting it so well. But Hawley clearly saw at the end of Wolf's last over, she got out of it 1 off 3 balls, I think, the last 3 deliveries of her last over. That gets through, prevents a potential made. Thought we were 1 more through the over. Oh, nope.
Just the one though, so still a great over at the moment. Be great to get the dot ball with the new batter in.
Steps across, scoops, and gets the boundary, 4 runs.
Yeah, nice innovation. Brave shot when you're first in.
Wonderful way to finish the power play for Warwickshire. They were pegged back in that over, pegged back by the wicket the over before as well. But 47 for 1.
Ooh.
I'd say the key really for me will be the that wickets column there. Can they turn 1 into 2 quickly? It was something that Warwickshire failed to do.
Yeah, but then you said sometime Middlesex interested in that deal as well.
Bizarrely, after 2 minutes, didn't know we're still on the same line. Chipped just wide of the mid-on Hawley. Hit away, over, cover for 4. 50 up.
Yeah, lovely lofted cover drive over the covers. It's what Charlotte Edwards wants all of the England players to work on for the T20 stuff. It is a great way of scoring quickly.
Good stop. Come back for 2, but Patel's just got it on a nice spot here.
Doing 15 things at once, unusual for you chaps.
Bowled again, just not given the room to particularly do anything like that, and it feels like Patel could be really decisive in this match now for Middlesex. Single to finish, 7 bowls. 56 for 1. Of those 8, how many caught, how many stumped?
6 caught, 2 stumped. Not a single photograph, television camera, nothing at the ground. Probably had about 15 spectators maybe.
I was lucky enough to commentate on Claire Taylor's century against England at Lord's in 2006, was it? BBC London did a broadcast of it, and I doubt there'd have been many radio broadcasts of England's women internationals prior to that. But I was obviously delighted to be there to see Taylor's century. Oh, where's that gone?
Missed out there. Freeborn.
Edged away. Going to come back for 2 with the slip from Irving. Reverse, and this time it is fine at the fielder for 4.
She's picking up the length quite well there. Good premeditated reverse. Nicely placed.
That's away fine. Get a couple. Just keeping the scoreboard ticking now. To be tired about the run there.
Didn't quite time that reverse, but good fielding.
Oh, well, there you go. The point's made by Saskia Hawley. Where was the step? Little step across. I'm not even sure it was particularly outside. It looks it on that angle, but from the other end, it didn't particularly look as though it was wide of the tram line. But Hawley made the point. The step across there surely pushed the tram line across as well. Just the dot on this occasion. Yeah, that Claire Taylor, 156 it was, August 14, 2006 at Lords. First female cricketer then to be featured on the Lords Honours board with that 156 in the ODI. It's well played. They're going to come back for two. Means 11 off the over from Hawley with the wide as well. 67 for one after 8. There we go. Middlesex was 70 for one, and that second wicket was approaching. I think that is going to be the key. Middlesex haven't turned 1 into 2, which again Warwickshire never really did until, well, obviously right at the end.
Yeah, the England women are back at Lords 10th of July, sorry. First test match for many a moon, if not the first women's test match, I think, international for women at Lords. India.
I was just reading back there that was England's first international at Lords in 5 years at the time, that 2006 match. A rarity as it was still at that point, and I can't imagine there were many broadcasts of England women's internationals prior to that.
No, no.
68 for one. Davis into the attack for the first time. Well, after Patel's performance so far, the wicket coming with it, but a tight couple of overs, it just suggests that spin could have a real impact here. Now that is away. She's done well because it hung up in the air for a long, long time wide outside off stump. The control was there. Full bunger, punished. 4 more.
Oh, that looked like it slipped a little bit out of the hand. Sticky conditions.
No ball as well. Free hit.
Yeah, well above the waist.
Wasn't a bad ball at all, was it? The googly. It's swept though, and it's swept for 4. Pace off from Davis. To wait on that one. single. Mistimed, but it just allowed the ball to trickle then to Pindoria. Once come of the over.
Pace off so much harder to get away if it's accurate. If Middlesex could pick up a wicket, it'd be very useful right now.
Swabholds. Well struck as well, though, as we've said. Make them hit it off the stumps. They do. Well played. That one no ball was costly, really, wasn't it, for Davis in that over? Otherwise, a good one. 81 for 1 after 9. It feels like they need a wicket, Lisa.
Yeah, these two are actually on the run rate pretty much. 9.5 is required, so you know, just got to Middlesex just got to halt that progress, and wickets are the way to do it at the moment. At the rate they're going, if these two stay in, they're in a bit of danger here.
Mentioned it. No, they didn't.
Just need someone's next out
Oh!
Inside edge on this one.
No.
Probably better. Off the pad, it'll be a leg by, but this is a good start from Routledge. He's clearly fancying pace off here, isn't she?
Yeah, and she's actually starting the ball, you know, middle and leg rather than on the off stump. So, you know, it's making them think.
Gets away with that one.
Absolutely. She needs to stick to the first two. They were excellent.
Full bung up. Sweeper is there, so she'll get away with it.
That was a proper get out of jail, that one. Just a mistimed. I think her eyes widened, didn't they?
Look at that bobble. Let's keep their eyes on it. There's the slide, nearly the sliding tackle. Smiles all round and a high five on the rope, but very nearly there. Turner taking out Trussell with the slide. Oh, he's got away. Only the leg by, though. By a signal? Or was it off the bottom edge? Thought it was leg by, but the umpire gives it as a run. Halfway stage is reached. Middlesex are 92 for 2 at this stage. There we go, the Manhattan. This was the Saskia Hawley overs where she got 50 off 25, Middlesex skipper, and really put the pressure on, which was very much backed up at the end by Vinty Trussler, 29 off 22. Pindoria's 36 off 29. Down and giving it the start with 30, and here is Hawley with the ball. Went for 11 off her first. She'll be desperate to get in on the wickets. Single start the over. we go at the bottom, 98 from 59. It's still not an easy task here, and that's where if you can throw a couple of wickets into the mix now, things could really go wrong quickly for Warwickshire. That's the key of runs on the board. But equally, if they can dry up the boundaries, that too will heap the pressure, because that runs to win, the required rate will really start to get out of control. Oh, now that must have been an inside edge. Surely Hawley would still have been screaming for it now otherwise.
Yeah, it's got to have been. It looked plumb otherwise.
Yeah, run signalled. There we go, inside edge onto the toe. Swept hard. So to keep your eye on the ball on this outfield as Turner's done.
Freeborn wanted to do something else there. Nice adjustment though, she got a single off that. Good late little cut.
Top ball to finish. 5 singles off the over. A much better over for Middlesex and for Hawley. 92 for 1 after 11. That has brought up the 50 partnership between these two. Ray 25. Freeborn, who had a prolific start, still going at better than the runner ball. Time for drinks. It is extremely hot.
It's quite easy. What was that?
Said, can you do this game? If you do, we will pay. And the dart for crossing. Oh, now that nearly got through. It would have been an interesting one because it hadn't made it to the keeper. She was rushing around for the stumping though. Get back.
Oh, nearly kicked it onto her own stumps.
Now that would. I'm not sure I've seen that. Have I ever seen that?
Oh,
That's a sweet shot.
yeah, good shot. I think actually, I don't think it's. I'm not sure, but didn't it happen to the same batsman twice in 2 games in one of the men's games in one of the county championship games? I'm sure.
So he's turned around and kicked it back onto his own stumps.
Bizarrely twice.
Wow.
in 2 innings.
I'll have to look that one up this evening. I hadn't heard it, that particular story, so I'll have to look it up, but I don't ever remember seeing it. Full toss again. I guess there is some merit to the low full toss here as well, though, that it's hard to get away. Now chipped up into that gap. The fielders converge. A little fumble. They'll only get a single though, but Yeah, for the spinner, it's on the side of fullness rather than dragging it down here. Like Radlett.
Freeborn will be looking for either a biggie or just a little single to take the pressure off, get her 50 and move on.
Not on this one. Yeah, can they keep it tight end of the over? Keep her on 49. Only the one boundary in the over, second ball. So again, even that, going a fourth ball without a boundary. Inside edge. Oh, they're going to get through. That will be the 50 as long as the umpire saw the inside edge. Oh, leg by signal. I'm pretty sure there was an inside edge. I thought by sight and by sound. Yeah, there you go. Routledge is, Freeborn's pretty much saying the same. It was an inside edge. You've just denied me my 50.
You got the replay of it, Danny. The reaction as well.
I could hear it from here.
Oh.
There you go. Well, if she doesn't get 50, I think they can adjust that though, can't they? If the no. But watch Freeborn's reaction.
It's a good job she didn't put her bat up. Start walking around like, yeah, thanks very much.
Actually, to be fair to her, she probably should have done.
Yeah.
And then given the umpire a decision to say, oh, hold on.
Yeah, because the umpire did take her time, didn't she?
Right, Patel, 1 for 13 off 2. It was Patel that really started to put the brakes on at the beginning. And floated up there into the block hole. Now they're looking for 2. That's really good running into the gap. It's squirted for 2, and that is the 50 on this occasion. 51 off 43.
Maybe she'll be 52.
At this point, she won't quabble. But 5 fours, strike rate of 118.
She started really positively though, Freeborn, hitting everything off her middle stump, so deserves that. She's batted well.
It's 100 up for Warwickshire as well. Chopped fine in front of the short third.
Yeah, that was a very nice shot. Really nicely timed. Late cut.
Single to long arm. 106 for 1. 80 from 45.
Middlesex definitely need a wicket now.
That's a great shot. Straight down the ground. Oh, and not stopped. Well, it was going to be too tight, I think, for the catch. Whether it was called in two minds at the last. Would have been a moment to think for the catch. Then a moment to push it back, and yeah. That's a bold step across, sweeping off the stumps and sweeping for 4 more.
Pretty expensive over. Lots of wickets in hand. Pressure's on the bowler now.
As I say, it was Patel that managed to put the early brakes on this innings, but the fact that they've gone after Patel's return here as well is going to concern Middlesex. He uses the feet to turn that into a full bunger. It's 4 more. 4 in the over. 4 boundaries in the over.
Yeah, if you watch, they've worked out where she's trying to pitch it, and they're just taking that extra step out of their crease. They're confident now. They're both set batters. And they're making those into full tosses or easy half volleys, so good batting.
Well, I said if you're going to err one way or the other as the spinner, it's slightly fuller than slightly shorter, but that was near block hole deliveries, though, each ball, which allowed them to turn it into full tosses. So she has to work on the length slightly, Patel. She's back for a 4th, which I'm sure she will be. 118 for 1. the worm would have had Middlesex doing reasonably well prior to those 3-4s to end the over, and there it is. 118 for 3, so this was just the point when Middlesex lost the third.
Hawley was second to go. I thought she was second to go.
That was Hawley, and she went for 50 from 25. They still kept going from there. Signal to be in for Wolf, her final over. Oh, now! That was tight, I think, wasn't it?
She looked like she was wandering a little bit there.
The umpire's watching the throw.
Oh.
I thought that was out.
Oh, I'd like to see that again.
I mean, I guess it was tight enough that even if the umpire had close eyes on it and Middlesex were imploring the umpire, you'd feel the benefit of the doubt would go to the batter without the TV replay. Where's that gone? The other way, but it's still a run. He swings still for Wolf, but he's down to Hawley at long off. Right, here we go. Out. That's beautifully played by Wraith.
Getting away a little bit at the moment. Nice little reverse.
Now, I think that's dipped. I was worried that it was going to be a no ball to begin with. It's a big 6. It's the second of the match. First of the chase.
Has it dipped enough that it's not a no ball? Yeah. Yeah, I think she's down the pitch yet. And it's just dropped low enough on contact.
For the most part, it looked as though it was going to be a no ball all the way, but I think if you watch the crouch here, it just drops enough. Tight though. Nonetheless, it's a 6 following the 4, and it's 54 to win from 38. So Wraith is now on to 49. Something of a flash. Oh, that slips out. Wide will be signals. Could be close to a no ball, actually. No ball it is. No ball called. I'm not sure that was a no ball. Free hit signalled. Good stop. Just a single. Gets away with it. Well, as such, well, that brings up the 50 for Wraith. 26 deliveries for Wraith's 50. And 134 for one. I think that should be 25 deliveries because she was on 24 when they bought it. Bit of confusion on the scoreboard at the moment. I do think there's still one to come with the over, but maybe they'd missed one earlier in the over, which has been corrected. 14 bowled, 134 for one. So, Routledge 52 from 36. Middlesex desperately need a breakthrough. Somehow, somewhere, from anyone right now. Well, that's Wolf bowled out, none for 40. She pulled it around a little bit in her second over. Up in the air. And it's through. Turner couldn't get around. She got hands to it. Couldn't get herself into position. Had a good look at it, but only had one grab on the leap. It was a difficult, difficult chance. Committed to it. Just couldn't quite get there. Well, they're on the charge now, Warwickshire. I'm guessing that these two are thinking, in possession, get it done. Don't wait around. Beautiful bit of flight on that. Even with the shuffle, Wraith only turned it into a Yorker length delivery. Now, can the sweeper get around? Back for the second they come. And there's the throw, good running. You can hear on the sidelines the Warwickshire belief is growing. I don't think this is done yet for Middlesex. One wicket and things can change quickly. I think it's an easy pitch to come in and score, and I think Middlesex just took a little while to adjust to the swing with the ball in the field. Bumped back over. One on the hip on the way back. Tough one for Routledge there. With her finger tips. Stung by the first one. 7 off the over. Can she get out of it? Just the boundary first ball. Oh. Yes, well bowled. Very well bowled indeed. And well, the game needed that as much as anything. Freeborn 57, Wraith 57. And Warwickshire 141 for one from 15. It's edge of the seat cricket. It's not edge of your seat day though. It's sit back and relax in the chair.
It definitely is sit back and relax. I think Freeborn's definitely taken a bit of a back seat and let Wraith crack on. I mean, 57 off 31 is fabulous sitting, and she looks classy actually, picking some really nice shots. Freeborn maybe blowing a little bit, I think, at the minute. She needs some more water, and it's hot.
It is hot.
She's been out there since the beginning, so it's a tough day.
Now followed her, but the ball has been heaved over mid-wicket for 6 more. It's the Hunter partnership. I think Hawley saw her going, giving herself room. Hawley went with her, but that's some pick-up shot.
Massive six, that. Really good shot.
Cut off the top of middle, and they are seeing it like a beach ball right now. Wraith moves to 67. It's 35 from 28 required. Brilliant batting, brilliant from both of them. Freeborn out there, the longest by anybody today in this heat actually. Riva Pindoria faced 29 balls. Both Wraith and Freeborn have faced more than anybody else now, handsomely more Freeborn.
Tough take for a wicketkeeper, that, when you think you're going to lose your head on a reverse sweep.
By signalled. Again off the stumps, but into the hands. Hawley has the breakthrough, much needed. Wraith falls for 68. Irving takes the catch at short third. 153 for 2.
That's almost a carbon copy of the first wicket actually for Middlesex, so much needed wicket. Be interesting to see now how Freeborn takes on the mantle with the new batter.
Former Sunriser heading out to the middle for Warwickshire Bears. Suren Kumar sent out to replace Ray, 68 from 35. As I said, this isn't done yet. 1 wicket, and all of a sudden, let's see how the new batter copes. 2 wickets, and it can be very interesting. Drinks break being taken with the wicket, so Suren Kumar will have to wait a moment. Fluids on for the last 4.1 overs for the batters, and indeed Freeborn as well, who will be feeling this now. The heat, the exertion of the hits and the boundaries will just be starting to take its toll. Middlesex, to some extent, slow it up right now. Hawley to Suren Kumar. Off the mark, first ball, and with a boundary as well, it gets past the short fine leg. Perhaps would have expected the straighter delivery to begin.
Yeah, that's a shame. Just on that bobbly outfield. Bobbles over the boundary rope. 4 runs off that first one of the over. New batter in.
Skips up off the surface on that bounce. 157 for 2. 4 overs to go, 29 needed. It's not done yet, but somebody's going to need to produce something magical for Middlesex. It's going to be Turner, I think it is. He returns for 19 off 2. Nearly produced a brilliant catch. You can understand that ball getting through a couple of overs back. Cut down to long off, short ball, flat batted by Freeborn. Not the worst outcome for Middlesex. It gets Suren Kumar back onto strike and new batter in. Can they just try and tuck her up for a couple of deliveries? Get through a couple quickly, take a few more out of the balls remaining, leave those runs to a win hanging. There's a dot ball. Oh no, it's got through. We'll take the single. That'll great.
That's very frustrating, isn't it?
Step across and scooped up. And over the top it goes. 4 more. Well, that'll grate even more the misfield the ball before now. Brilliant from Freeborn. 1 bounce 4.
Set herself nice and early, timed it beautifully. Got down on that one knee. Maybe she could just fire it a bit harder down the leg side or something, just to try and change things up. You risk a wide, but also you could get a stumping, or you just need to turn this around. It's almost a run of all now, isn't it? So
backing away and cutting hard. 4 more. Freeborn looks determined to get this done.
yeah, stepped away, gave herself room, freed the arms, rolled her wrists over the top. No chance of any catches there. Good for.
Look for 2, but in this heat they might settle on the 1 now, as Freeborn's been out there a while. It's not worth the risk. Middlesex would have been really happy with their total. This isn't over yet. It's still a lot of runs. If Freeborn were to fall, could change things. Top ball, there we go. Yep. Again, that will frustrate Middlesex. Second ball of the over should have been a dot. 2 boundaries followed. But 18 from 18, they'll know they're only 1 wicket away from putting the pressure right back onto the Bears. 2 wickets certainly could swing the match, but it's a lot of runs to score and they haven't got them just yet. But Middlesex, I think, will be very happy with the total they put on the board with the bat, which means they'll be frustrated that perhaps they didn't execute the plans as well as they may have done in the field, because I think their plans would have been pretty clear in the interval.
Yeah, and every single run that's slight misfield, it's crucial now, because every dot ball puts pressure on the batting side, and you've just got to try and get those balls remaining a lot less. Just wind them down.
It's your outage.
This is the time for concentration now. We've really got to be in right on everything. Try and stop these singles, stop the 2s, and definitely stop the boundaries, obviously.
Well, they come through for 1, but it means the strike switches back to Suren Kumar, and I don't think that's the worst thing in the world for Radlett or Middlesex. They will want to bowl at the new batter right now. Only 3 balls faced, and Hawley comes to have a chat, and they'll be trying to make this very difficult for Suren Kumar. Leg bye to start the over. Freeborn will be desperate to get back on strike. What they won't want to happen here is that Radlett tucks up Suren Kumar, and all of a sudden Freeborn's left needing 17, 16 off the last 2. Nice stroke. Yes is the cry. It's got to go.
Yeah!
Not out.
Oh, good
That's
run.
brilliant running.
Good
Brilliant
run.
running. The execution was good for Middlesex. No hesitation. Set off. Direct hit would have gone. was out. Well, it's only a single again. Again, they're still somewhere around that equation. Can she get out of this over without a boundary? And indeed, anything even better than that for Middlesex. Still will keep it very tight to the last here. That's very well played. And it will just about be pulled in. That's brilliant effort down there. They're back for 3. 12 from 14. But you can tell by that run that was taken that Warwickshire in the middle still don't think this is done. It was a very risky single. It should have gone, as we know from the replay, but the fact that they even went for it tells you the pressure's still on out there. Big boom in reverse, it gets through. Fielder threw herself at it and it'll get through for 4. It's down to single figures.
Yeah, she's reverse sweep really well today. That's a huge 4 in the context of the chase.
Pushed for the single. Oh, and gets through. That means that Freeborn will keep the strike as well. 7 to win from 2 overs, 179 for 2. Well, the only hope now is to get rid of Freeborn. If not, then this surely will be Warwickshire's game from here.
Oh, crikey.
To be honest,
All the drinks breaks, don't they get extra time?
Well, at this point they can do it in singles anyway, so we'll
Yeah.
build up, so
Yeah.
too much. Well, Hawley's going to take on the mantle herself here. 1 for 31 from 3. She was the one that led the way with the bat with a 50. But somehow now the skipper's got to come up with a magic over here. At least 1 wicket. And if it is only 1, that one has to be Freeborn, surely.
Because it's
Around the wicket, that's not a bad ploy to begin. They're going to take the run, which I think will be set on its leg by. 6 from 11. Use the feet. Gets through for the single once more. That's all they need is singles right now. 5 to win from 10. There's a chance Middlesex are going to miss the cut-off here. Whether the time has been adjusted for the heat and the drinks breaks today, we'll have to wait and see. Good stop. Means it's just a single, still 4 to win. Middlesex have to believe here. It's obviously only wickets that'll win it for them now. They won't get through 9 or so dot balls. Steered again. I think they're going to have to bring up the field here now. Everybody on the single and say to Warwickshire, fine, you'll go over the top to find these 3 though. Seeing if there's anybody back.
Yeah, she's got
Deep mid wickets back in case the hit across the line.
Oh.
Welcome dot ball. not too little too late. If she can get out with another dot ball here and keep Freeborn off the strike, then you just never know what pressure builds in that final over.
It's just a hat trick.
Well, the way that pressure plays, we'll see. Goes for the sweep, and now throw to the non-striker's end. It's home. Is it backed up? They're looking at buzzers. It is backed up. It's 2 to win with 1 over to go. And it's Freeborn who will have strike on 75 from 60. It's been a quite brilliant innings. Middlesex will rue a couple of calls on the run out. One indeed they didn't appeal, but the other one was well, by replays it was gone. Umpire not giving. It's going to be Patel, who did have a fine first couple of overs. She was given a bit of tap in her third. You can see the exhaustion for Freeborn in this heat. It is a tough job out there in these temperatures. Can she keep her cool for 2 more deliveries? It's a tough job in this heat. Can she keep her cool for 2 more runs? Worse than 7 last half an hour. Yeah.
Want to say like goodbye?
Peggy coming in. Oh, no, sorry,
Full bunger first up. The cry is yes, and they'll get through. It'll go for 4. And down to our tent it comes. That is the win by 8 wickets. Freeborn, the difference not only to the 50, but saw it all the way to 79 from 61. An outstanding innings from Freeborn. Middlesex will rue those 2 run-outs that we've seen the replay and the conclusive evidence on one. The other one, as we say, it was marginal. The TV umpire would have given it, but we don't have the TV umpires. And well, credit to Freeborn for doing what she could, and what she could do was make the most of those chances.
Yeah, Freeborn stuck it out there. Tough day in the heat. Phil Middlesex maybe could have targeted her a little bit more with the running and the run-outs, and maybe got in front of the stumps to try and, you know, speed up that ball that's coming in, but they have chased that down. Big total, chase it down superbly.
Lisa and I, thanks for your company. It's been an absolute pleasure on the Might Not To Be today for Middlesex, but well done to Warwickshire, and good luck to them as they continue in the County Cup. An 8-wicket victory here at Radlett. It's actually been a brilliant day of cricket. 185 for 5 Middlesex. They will be over the moon with that total. They'll know they just let it slip a couple of times with the execution with the ball, which helped it along the way. That's it from myself, Kevin Hand, and from Lisa and I and the team bringing you the stream here at Radlett. We'll say a very good night to you all.